All right, so I am the worst planner um, that maybe ever exists. Yesterday, I make a video about my February goals, and I've already changed them. I have already switched up what I'm doing, um, kind of. So, main objective was to do an edit to a short story. Uh, well, that's getting tabled, so we'll make that our March goal. This month, we're actually going to focus our main objective actually on writing the first draft of a new short story. The idea came to me last evening. Had a couple drinks in me. I was sitting down at the bar, and an idea just came to me. Just happened to come to me. Um, I liked it a lot. I thought it was a good idea, and so I sat down today. And what you're seeing right now is just me sitting down and turning out the first couple pages, or basically the first, yeah, about the first 2 pages of it. I was gonna originally leave it at that. I was originally just gonna put up the first page or two, make some notes on how I want the story to go, and come back to it later. But I enjoyed it, and I'm feeling momentum, and so I've decided, nope, we're going forward. We're plugging ahead here. We're getting this first draft written. It's difficult when you start something to stop it. It's very, especially for short stories, especially for any kind of shorter fiction. It's difficult because you want to keep the momentum of the starting of the project going throughout the whole thing. And these projects, yes, they will take much longer than you anticipate. This first draft probably will take me the whole month. I might get nothing else done the rest of the month. Is what it is. But the point I guess I'm trying to make here with this is that these things take time to craft, and they're relatively quick to be done. And if you come up with an idea, you write out a page or two of like an opening of a, say a story, and you table it for like 6 months, a year, and you come back to it after that time period, and you lose the feeling. You lose the the deeper sense of what you were doing. It's weird. Writing is weird. It is not a logical thing at all. I said this in an interview, and that's going to be up probably the next week or two, is week or two probably. I said it before. Writing is an emotional thing. You have to tap into the emotion of it, and if you can capture that feeling that you have at the start and keep that feeling throughout the whole story, uh, it's much stronger. It's much stronger than writing on a couple pages and coming back and just doing the point by point points you thought of originally. It's the feeling. It's that thing that it's so hard to explain other than just calling it the feeling. But when you start a story, there's a certain emotion. There's a certain sense of how you want the story to be. It's not as articulate as like a theme. It's not as articulate as like a lesson or a moral or something like that. It is simply a feeling that you have about a story, some sense you want the story to evoke, and it's best to maintain that by writing your stuff very quickly and to maintain that. And I'm not saying to go through and do a quick first draft. What I'm saying though is plugging away consistently at the work and trying to get it done as soon as you possibly can, whether that's a month, 2, whatever it takes you. But doing it in a relatively short window like that will help you keep that feeling. If you can keep it, I think, for that first draft, the second draft becomes very easy, and it's a lot easier just to evoke it, to bring everything out. It unites things, and again, it's stronger than the idea of a theme. It's an emotion. It's a sense you want to leave upon the reader. It's a certain resonance that you want to kind of leave everybody feeling. And it's not just a particular scene or a moment. It is a feeling that you will get throughout the whole story. And right now, I have this feeling for the story. It's the story will carry more weight because of the emotion behind it than what the action actually occurs. And I need to get the story done quickly. I realized after I wrote the first couple pages here, I realized when I read my session today that, yeah, no, we can't table this. We got a good feeling here. We gotta push it. We gotta keep moving this forward here. So that's going to be the game plan. Um, I guess going forward for the series, or at least for this story here. Great thing is another short story down. That's awesome. That's another win in the column basically. The moment I get to editing these things, it'll be way. I mean, at least some of these stories, it should be way easier. Not all of them will be like that, but at least some will be way easier to edit. I'm hoping this one will be nice and easy too. Um, yeah, so I'm gonna leave it right here. I'm gonna leave off right now, but yeah, I'm working on the first draft now this month of a new story. I got these things all have to be written at some point. I guess order doesn't necessarily matter a whole lot. It does delay me getting a short story actually finished and sending it off, which sucks. But yeah, sometimes with these projects, you gotta be willing to accept an immediate thing that works over a long term thing that's eventually going to pay off. Um, these short stories will all be edited and they'll all pay off eventually. But right now, in this moment, we have a really fun thing to capture. We have some fire we got to capture. So we got the spark. We got the first couple dry leaves are burning right now. Now we got to start throwing in the paper, the kindling, start getting those going, then start getting the logs, which is what the next few days is going to be.